everyone and welcome back to Fire Emblem Heroes. So today we are here for a showcase that I announced when we did the gacha for this character. It is indeed Summer Heidrun or Swimsuit Heidrun, whichever tickles your fancy. She's a character that we've done already 2 showcases before, New Year Heidrun and Normal Heidrun, so she comes with stuff that we already covered before, like her Divine Nectar buff, which you all know and love for sure, especially if you play PvP or any mod that has Heidrun in it, since it is such a prevalent buff. But today we are here to cover her very beautiful summer attire, and I would say of all the summer swimsuit that we saw in this 2025, hers is probably the one that I think came out the most successful. It wasn't a great year, to be honest. I expect some different picks, but we went with those that we had, and I think it was at least decent thanks to her presence. So, everything that you need to know about the character, dialogue, animation, and so on, then the build showcase, base build only as usual for new characters since they come already ready to go, so to speak, and then gameplay showcase. For for Baldur and Hodor, I don't know if I've gotten them by the point I recorded this video, but I've been trying to get them off video, so if you see them, that's why. Anyway, thank you very much, and now let's enjoy the first part of the video.
I wish I could visit the beach with my entire family. It would be delightful. I have collected beautiful seashells as presents for my sisters. I am so happy you summoned me to this beach. I am excited to experience the summer festivities. Oh, is that a cold drink for me? Are you tired? Here, drink some of my nectar. This swimsuit is quite comfortable and nice to swim in. Although I cannot fight, I can swim with everyone in the ocean. I am so happy you summoned me to this beach. I am excited to experience the summer festivities.
Okay, here we are with the build showcase. So, Heidrun in the past we've seen her as a character that really shined in the enemy phase with all the defensive buffs and defensive skill that she had in her weapon or otherwise. Her player face was decent in the New Year Heidrun, if I recall correctly, but nothing to write home about compared to her enemy face capabilities. How does this change for Summer Heidrun? Well, I would say that she's still very much an enemy face appreciator, but she also has some good tech for the player face that makes her very usable. As you can see, we have a Lagus Friend 4 on the B skill, which is a very premium skill, which makes her also very worthwhile for fodder, but I wouldn't never use it for fodder. Still, it is a pretty good unit with a good amount of premium skills. So, let's check out the stats. HP 44 on the high side, I believe that it is an asset, however, yes. Attack 60, also very high. Speed 18, not a character that you want to focus speed on, obviously. And defense is pretty high, 42 and 48. So let's start with the weapon. Special trigger acceleration and distant counter. Distant counter already tells you very much about the enemy face direction of the unit by itself, and also makes her a very useful counter to mages, bows, daggers, all those pesky units that can very quickly destroy your backline or your main DPS if you aren't careful. Her effects: if you have allies with 3 rows or 3 columns center on unit, she gets attack DPS plus 5, neutralizes ally penalties to those stats, and ally makes a guaranteed follow-up attack during combat. Very good effect, since obviously it triggers on allies and gives them stats, anti-penalties, and guaranteed follow-up. We can see already her support side coming into view with the first effect of this weapon. Let's check out what happens if she's transformed or if the foe initiates combat. Grants bonus to unit attack DFRS equals number of allies within 3 spaces of unit per 3 plus 5, maximum of 14, a very significant stat boost. Neutralizes unit penalties, so much like the buff that she gives to allies, to attack DFRS, makes a guaranteed follow-up attack, so you don't need the speed, and deals damage equals 20% of unit rest and reduces damage from foe attacks by 20% of unit rest during combat. So, let's boil it down. Not only she gives this effect to her allies, she also gives it to herself in a different version. The anti-penalty is the same, obviously, as is the guaranteed follow-up attack, but she gets more stats, deals 20% of her rest as damage, and also 20% of her rest as damage reduction. Those are percentage based, so they can be denied by anti-DR effects. Last but not least, if she is adjacent to only beast or dragon allies, she can transform. If she is transformed, she gets attack plus 2, deals plus 7 flat damage when special triggers, and neutralizes effect that grant special cooldown charge plus X, special cooldown charge minus X or unit, which is basically anti-guard. Very good, so we have not only a plethora of buffs to herself and her allies, we also have distant counter, damage reduction, also flat damage on percentage, and we also have true flat damage increase, plus 7 damage on special triggers, attack plus 2, and also anti-guard. Very nice. I believe anti-guard or tempo, I don't remember which one of the three. Maybe it is tempo. Anyway, Ice Wall. This is an inheritable special, I believe, so not unique to her, but she gets 70% of unit rest when special triggers. So obviously, as we saw here with the DR and the flat true damage, we have... Sorry, flat damage, not true damage, because it is percentage based. 48 res, 70%, 20% you do want out of res. Also, if you have more res than the enemy, you reduce damage from foe next attack by 40%. Very good effect for a character like this. As you can see, like, the focus obviously is a player face, but she does have some effects that make her viable in... Sorry, enemy face. But she has some effects that make her viable in player face as well. We have the skill, DFRS Fortune. This makes it so that you get a more viable way to do Transformer. You only need allies within 2 spaces, or have 2 or less allies to be Dragon or Beast, which makes it easier for her to transform. She also gets to transform in either raids at the start of enemy turn 1 instead of player turn 1, and then if she is transformed or foe initiates combat, grants DFRS plus 8 to unit and neutralizes 4 bonuses to attack and ref during combat. Also restore 7 HP to unit after combat. Now, she does have Divine Nectar, so this HP restore is an extra bonus, but having it makes her even more tanky. Sweet Nectar, we saw this in the past already, but it has more added value. We have a Bulwark effect. Foes with range cannot move through spaces adjacent to unit. Very nice, since they are forced to hit her. At start of player phase or enemy phase, if unit is within 2 spaces of an ally, grant Divine Nectar to unit and allies within 2 spaces for 1 turn. What does Divine Nectar do? Neutralizes deep wounds, which denies healing. Restore 20 HP to unit as unit combat begins, so basically denies pre-damage effects in a way. And if it is unit first combat initiated by foe or first combat initiated by unit that turn, you reduce damage from foe attacks by a flat 10. Very good defensive buff. Not only that, if an ally or movement tastic skill is used by an ally with the Divine Nectar effect active, grants another action to that ally once per turn. So you have an extra action to the first ally with Divine Nectar that uses a movement or assist skill. Very useful. Last but not least, if unit is within 3 spaces of an ally, grants attack, def, rest plus 5 to unit. Unit deals plus 7 flat damage extra, which adds with the other plus 7 here. And also you get a minus 7 flat damage through, which adds with the 10 right here. So minus 17 flat damage decrease and plus 14 flat damage bonus. Very good effects overall. All in all, is this character very good, excellent compared to the previous Heidrun? Yes, she is. Obviously, you have all that you want from an Heidrun package, which is a support, flat damage, attack, and damage decrease in a very significant amount, healing, and also a tank effect that also has an added bonus in other raids. Very recommended character for sure. Not sure over the... I think that the duo actually wasn't that great. I remember this because they used Awe, and Awe isn't really that crazy right now. But Heidrun, Summer Heidrun, very good indeed. Anyway, that's it for the build showcase. I will see you guys next time, probably with Bride, Larsei, or Hodder, or Baldur, depends which comes first, so hopefully you will be there to check it out. Remember to smash that like button or that subscribe button, or to leave a super chat with the super thanks feature below your favorite your favorite Hunter launch video. And if you want to support the channel more, remember that you can join the community as a large supporter. I will see you next time, my friends. Now enjoy the gameplay showcase.
Point the way. Where to?
どうしますか?
Really? Let's make merry! Swim with me? Nectar delivery!
Wait for me. 殺します.
It's all in bloom. Feels wonderful, yes. Point the way. Getting warmer.
わかりました.
I do. Where to? Feels wonderful, yes.